This really is one of the hallowed grounds of motorsports. Bob Bondurant, the most winning driver on the Shelby American team that stole the championship from Ferrari in '65, crashes in '67 and restarts his career by building a racing school. Today, anyone can come here and learn the secrets to pushing the limits of a car and yourself beyond what you thought possible. And if Bob's in town, you can shake his hand and ask him what it was like setting a record on the Nürburgring that lasted 18 years, or how it felt to push 200 miles an hour in a Daytona coupe on the Mulsanne Straight and win the 24 Hours of Le Mans in '64. It's because of that history and incredible reputation that we're honored the Bondurant School chooses BORLA exhaust for its Corvettes, Camaros, and Formula Mazdas. In this video, you'll be able to hear and compare the 3 exhaust systems BORLA makes for the C7 Corvette, the Touring, S-Type, and ATAK. They all give you the same boost in power and torque, but the difference is in the sound. The Touring system is a little bit like going to your stereo and leaving the volume knob where it is and just adjusting the graphic equalizer a little bit to bring out some bass. It's not necessarily louder, but the note is dramatically different. So continuing with the stereo analogy, the S-Type then would be like going to your stereo and turning up the volume and adjusting the equalizer a little bit to bring out some of the low end, some of the bass, or what we like to call warmth from the exhaust note. It's both louder and deeper than the original exhaust system. Now with the ATAK exhaust, you'd go to your equalizer and bring out some of the mid-range, some of the higher frequencies, some of that crackle and rasp, that real race sound that you get, and just cranking the volume. I mean, the ATAK exhaust is aggressive, it's over the top. Everybody's gonna know you modified your Vette, and most people are gonna ask you what you did to it. Since the Bondurant Vettes are almost always in track mode, they use the 2-valve BORLA systems. If your C7 has the 4-valve NPP option, we have a separate video for you. Now it's time for us to get out to the Bondurant track and make some noise.
As a performance driving instructor and also a race car driver, I'm always looking for the advantage. BORLA exhaust allows me to truly connect to the vehicle itself. I know where I'm at in the RPMs, helps me to be consistent, and the sounds that it puts together are just amazing. Gotta love the sound of that. You know, working in this environment, having the right tools makes all the difference in the world. And this BORLA exhaust system on the Stingray Corvette, when we're doing that training, when we're working with our customers and helping them with that heel-toe downshifting process, if they're not doing it correctly, we can always go to that exhaust note that's being produced at that point in time. You know, listen to the sound of the motor, listen to the sound of the exhaust, and if you're not achieving the right amount of RPMs, you just need to listen for a higher rev or a higher exhaust note. That helps with that training. It helps with the performance and ultimately the consistency that we're looking for. I've had an opportunity to drive this BORLA Touring exhaust system, and it provides a great sound for the Stingray Corvette. A little bit louder than stock, which is fine for everyday driving. But when you take it to the track, it definitely separates your vehicle from the stock vehicle. Let's take it for a ride. like the roar that this touring system produces. Definitely separates the stock Corvette from the BORLA modified Corvette. You know, BORLA has done a great job eliminating the drone in their exhaust systems. That's usually one of the things that we notice from a aftermarket exhaust system, that at some RPM there's a drone there that drives us absolutely crazy. Well, BORLA's been able to figure it out. There is none. Now we're going to drive a Corvette that has the BORLA S-Type exhaust system on it. This is the same exhaust system that's on all of the vehicles here at the Bondurant School. Let's take a ride in the Stingray Corvette that's outfitted with the BORLA S-Type exhaust system. This S-Type BORLA exhaust system is exactly what we need here at the Bondurant School. It's loud enough to give you an idea of truly where you're at in the RPM range, but it's not overpowering. At certain points in time, there could be anywhere from 12 to 15 cars on the racetrack at the same time. We don't want to be overpowered by the exhaust node, so the S-Type BORLA exhaust system fits right into that slot. You know, that BORLA ATAK exhaust system is definitely for that heavy rocker that likes to sit by the speakers and get the full effect of the system and what it can produce. So let's listen to some rock and roll and go for a few laps. Again, everybody has their own preference, and this BORLA ATAK exhaust is aggressive. Loud, mean sounding. Great for this type of environment. This is truly what I like to have because it brings me together with that vehicle. And as a performance driver, we're always looking for that connection.
We want to thank our friends at the Bondurant School of High Performance Driving for helping us give you these sound comparisons. If you want to learn how to drive like a pro, do what Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson and many of today's winning drivers did, and head out to the Bondurant School. I hope this video helped clarify the differences in the 3 sound levels Borla offers for your C7. If you have any questions, call us toll-free or visit us online. Let us help you make that C7 even better.